I get to play Art of Rally. I get to play Art of Rally. Oh, hey everybody. I get to play Art of Rally today. Yes, we are back on Art of Rally once again. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Traxion channel, where I'm delighted to be playing this game, and we do have a good reason for it, because on Thursday it was finally released for Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and, well, not PlayStation quite yet. But the rest of you guys get to finally play this game. It will be coming to PlayStation at some point soon, and it's also been added to Game Pass, so very exciting times for console players that like the look of Art of Rally. Now, because I play Art of Rally on PC, I needed an excuse to play, but thankfully, this new launch also sees the launch of a new location and 4 new cars. So we have Rally Kenya for the first time in the game. I'm going to look at all 4 cars soon. Kenya is just magical. For anyone who knows about the Safari Rally, it needs no introduction. It is the most insane, difficult challenge that a car and driver, especially a car, can go through in motorsport, and it finally returned to the real World Rally Championship this year. As well as 6 new stages that have been added, all based on Rally Kenya, we also have, of course, a new free roam area, which you can get new collectibles, you can drive your new cars on, and of course you have new aesthetics to explore, which is just the best thing about this game. And I'm going to jump into it, so let's go on with the video. Let's have a look then at the new content. So we are going to go through locations, and there it is. We have Kenya. We have the 6.7 mile Mount Kenya stage, Mount Kenya reverse. We've got Karura. We've got Homa Bay. We've got Ndere Island, which is a bit shorter, Lake Baringo, and Lake Nakuru as well. So a mixture of lengths, not super long stages like you get in the real Safari Rally, but very cool looking nonetheless. I think I'm going to try Mount Kenya first, and let's have a look at the new cars we have on offer. So the first car, I believe, is in Group 4, so we're going to select Group 4, and we're going to see what we have. So we've got the Gazelle, 320 horsepower V6 turbocharged engine. We've got 5-speed gearbox and rear-wheel drive. It looks absolutely awesome, and yeah, I think we should maybe try this one. Our first view then of the Kenyan landscape. And oh, we've got a giraffe. Oh, I love the, obviously, as you know, I love the art style, but yeah, giraffes, that's a whole new thing I'm looking forward to. We've got our little block people again, the usual hay bales. It's very much giving me Kenya colours. I need to wait and see if the stages actually kind of feel authentic for Kenya, if they're difficult. They look very smooth, which is maybe a bit more difficult to simulate in Art of Rally, but yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it, I just want to give it a try. Let's go then, Mount Kenya. Underway. Oh, the car's already very, very loose. That wasn't a good start, was it? Attempt number 2. Let's make it around the first corner unscathed this time. It's downhill, that's why it makes it tough. And immediately we're into another uphill left-hander. It's just screaming yellow to me, which is, you know, when you watch the Safari Rally, you do get a lot of those kind of colours in the plains. We head back along. You've got a great sense of depth, as per usual. Now, one thing obviously they're not going to be able to simulate very well in Art of Rally is the roughness of the Safari Rally. That's the main characteristic, especially going back, you know, to the 80s and 90s. This rally was a car breaker. It was the toughest car that made it to the end, not the fastest, and the drivers that could be the most cautious and mechanically friendly, mechanically sympathetic, I should say. And yeah, that's so far that's not really been simulated, but I don't see how they can. It's obviously following the other dirt rallies available in the game, but it's got a nice flow to it so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely getting the mountainous section of Mount Kenya. Feeling all the hills. We can head back up into another tight right-hander. You've got the rocks there we need to be careful for. Running a little bit wide. The car feels very loose, like it's kind of, I guess, in sync with the other Group 4 cars. They are pretty tricky. One of the hardest classes, I'd say. Oh, hello, zebras. So we've got zebras and giraffes. That's cute. I really don't want to see what happens when I hit one. Over a little jump then. We've got a little narrow section here. Hello, people. Get out the way. Thank you very much. And then back down the hill. Oh, nice slide through there. Into the right-hand hairpin. Now, this stage, honestly guys, the stage is flowing gorgeously. Like, it's really, really nice to drive. But I'm not really getting huge Rally Kenya vibes from it in the actual stage itself, if you know what I mean. If you were to take away the landscape, I'd probably be suspecting one of your more regular rallies like New Zealand, or maybe even a slower rally like Greece or Cyprus. Maybe not quite that tight, but a lot of twisty sections. It's just so exciting that this game is finally coming to consoles as well. I'm sure Xbox users have been dying to get their hands on this, and PlayStation users, I'm sure it won't be too long before you can finally play this game, but in the meantime, you've just got to enjoy it however you can. Oh, this is a very steep hill. That's probably the steepest hill I've experienced on the game. This bit flows up through the mountains. This is a nice twisting section. Huge amount of depth perception, which is one of the things I love about this game. Into another left. It's so funny, I binned it on the very first corner. Oh, that is also steep. You don't want to go straight on there. And we're very much going uphill now, climbing to the top of Mount Kenya. I think that's what it's probably called. The stage is called Mount Kenya anyway. And I finally made a mistake, and oh no, there's a penalty. I was just about to say, I obviously spun on the very first corner of my first attempt, and then it's crazy how I can go half the stage without any more mistakes, but then of course I make a mistake. We've got our first sign of big rocks on the left. I'm getting distracted. Get back on the road. Rear wheel drive, you really need to keep the rears away from the sidelines to give you as much grip as possible. Oh, you really don't want to get a tank slapper either. I've gone in too deep. No, 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 no. And down we go. It's all going to pot. Oh, another big jump. I couldn't see it because I was going under the tree. Just got to try and keep it composed now. The first time you do any stage in this game, you're always going to have trouble unless you take it really easy. But obviously, as soon as you start pushing without pace notes, it's very, very difficult. Here looks like another wee jump. Maybe not, just a little crest into a tight left. Nicely done. Over a bridge. I think I saw this bridge in the photos earlier. Back down the hill, another quick right. Car's struggling. We're reaching almost 100 miles an hour. Are we going to reach 100? No, I think it was 99. And I've been so busy looking at my speedo, I didn't concentrate in the corner. Get back on the road. It's the end of the stage, and we're going to cross the line for a very underwhelming 4 minutes 44.2. I just love watching the replays on Art of Rally. Like, isn't it just beautiful? Until you do that. Oh. Poor driving. We've got 3 more awesome cars to show you, and I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. So it's Group B, we're moving into the mid-80s now, one of the best eras as we all know, and let's see what new cars we have. Now I know in my head what I expect them to be, being Safari Rally based. And there we have, yes, the King of Africa, which is of course the Toyota Celica, 460 horsepower. This is a rear-wheel drive Group B car, and they built them so tough that they basically destroyed all their four-wheel drive competition. Not in terms of pace, well, I say they destroyed, the rally literally destroyed the four-wheel drive competition, and these were the only cars that were left because they were built like houses. We also have the iconic Rothmans-based livery Porsche 959, which is of course Das 559. And yeah, a little bit more power, four-wheel drive. It wasn't super successful, this car, but it was successful in the tougher endurance events such as Dakar and of course Africa. And finally we have the Hyena, which is a little bit more similar to the Celica King of Africa that we saw earlier. I believe this is based on a 240 RS. Naturally aspirated 5-speed rear-wheel drive. So I think from these 3 cars, I mean I want to try them all, but I don't have time for that in this video. I already drove the Gazelle or the Nissan, the previous one, so I think I'll go for the Porsche and the King of Africa. Let's try the King of Africa first. I'm going to take on Lake Baringo Reverse, and we're going to do it at sunset. That sounds fun. And we're going to, of course, go for the King of Africa. Let's give it a try. Oh, show me the Safari Rally sunset. There we go. Oh, the purples. It's Traxion. It's everything. I need these for my desktop background. Hello, zebras and giraffes. They're so precious, I really don't want to hurt them. Let's give this stage a go then. Underway, again, we've got rear-wheel drive to deal with, but a bit more power this time. You can already feel the chatter. And that rear-wheel drive system's making it tricky to control. This is probably one of the more powerful rear-wheel drive cars in the whole game, because from this era onwards, most of the cars were four-wheel drive, so we could be talking about one of the most difficult cars to drive here. Coping well so far. Already reached 100 on that straight, I'm pretty sure, when I glanced. Oh, cliff, careful. Through the small villages. No problem at all for this car. This is actually handling really nice, which maybe makes sense because it's one of the lower powered Group B cars, so I guess they've got to make it stronger in some way. Again, really liking the flow to this stage. I wouldn't say it's necessarily what I would think of when it comes to the Safari Rally, but it is huge fun nonetheless. I'd probably say it goes straight up there as one of my favourite dirt-based rallies on the game to actually play. Got to watch out for those rocks. They're just lurking on corner exits, waiting to punish you. We can take a lot of speed through here though. It's been a good run so far, again actually. It was later on the stage that I started making mistakes before. Almost cursed myself instantly there, but we got away with it. We're right next to the lake now as well. You really don't want to end up in there, that will hurt your time. Looks cool though. Or you don't want to end up in the hay bales either. The crowd just went silent as soon as I was there. Oh, they've got Scotland flags. Okay, they know it's me. It's the first proper mistake of this one, but we'll keep going. Nonetheless, look how close you get to the water. This is really cool. We're like on a beach right now. I can see the finish line. We're going to power through this final right-hander. Full belt, let's do it. No lift. And across the line in 3 minutes and 7.434 seconds. I really enjoyed Lake Baringo. That's a cool stage. For one final test of this new content, we are going to try the shortest stage in Kenya, Lake Nakuru. Probably the shortest ever Kenyan stage on a rally game. And we're going to do it in the rain. Just kidding, we're not going to do it in the rain. I never want to do the rain again. Let's do the afternoon. It has to be, of course, the four-wheel drive Porsche that we're going to try here. We're going to give it as much as we can on this final stage. And this is basically like a very, very short stage, so I guess it'll be a bit more like a hill climb, which I'm very used to. Well, except on dirt, which I'm very not used to. Lake Nakuru. Oh, we've got flamingos as well. Okay, we've got 3 animals. I love flamingos. How cool are they? Sorry, I like animals, and I love seeing the animals in the game. Is that elephants? I think those elephants have been there the whole time, and I've been thinking that they're rocks. Oops. Lake Nakuru, we're entering a wildlife park, or a safari, I guess you could say. Let's see how short the stage is. Now, instantly, the four-wheel drive system makes such a big difference. You can feel the understeer on the way into the corner, but it's a lot more controllable. So even though you don't quite get that same snappiness and directness in the steering, you can manage it a bit better and make less mistakes. Feels quite torquey as well. So we've got a flat-out blast around the lake, presumably. Up to 98, 99, 100 miles an hour. Oh, this is scary. I'm going to brake. I'm going to brake. This is a very fast stage. So it seems like they've got the variation. You know, the very first stage was pretty slow and windy up the mountain. This one's very flat, pretty much driving around a lake, and it's more like a race circuit. This is high speed, sweeping corners. So far, no sudden direction changes or hairpins to catch you out. This is one that will be popular with the world record chasers and the time trialers. Don't have time to look at the animals. I'm sorry, guys. I love you, but I do not have time to be David Attenborough right now. We're still keeping it pinned, 100 miles an hour flat. Oh no, that's... Oh, well, at least it saved the zebras from harm, but it definitely didn't save my time from harm. I was so near the end of the stage as well. Ah, 1 minute 28.6. That could have been 123 or 124 maybe. But yeah, there's a benchmark for you guys. Go out and try and beat that time. That was my first attempt. It could have been a bit better, but you know, we live and learn. I think this is where it all started to go wrong. Just watching the replay back now, I was really carrying a lot of speed over the jumps. It was very near the end of the stage, and I just got caught out, and the zebras didn't even flinch. Fair play. And that's going to be it for my little Rally Kenya preview on Art of Rally. Of course, we've checked out some of the new cars and the new stages, but that's not really the main thing here, because the main news, of course, is that the game is finally on Nintendo Switch and Xbox. So if you've got one of those consoles, how are you finding it? Let us know in the comments below, and also let us know if you're a PlayStation user, how are you feeling? Are you annoyed that the game's not with you yet? Have you tried it on some other console? Let us know what your thoughts are down below. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe to the Traxion channel for more racing game content in the future. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time, keep it pinned and have a great day.